Hello and welcome to Mortgage Watch for May 25th. I'm Elon Auerbach with the Unitrust Companies in San Diego. Well, the headline says it all. Homeowners beware. The latest version of the financial reform bill includes a stealth amendment that was slipped into the Senate bill that will permanently limit your homeowner or buyer loan financing options. Proposed by Senator Merkley of Oregon and Senator Klobuchar of Minnesota at the last minute, the very last minute, it is proof to me that many of our representatives and senators have no idea what they're talking about, and worse yet, voting on. Under this amendment, low cost and no points loans will basically be outlawed. That's right, I said it, they will basically be outlawed at a time when most homeowners or buyers need them the most. It also proves that more can be less in the hands of the federal government. If you think prohibition was a successful plan, then perhaps you'll like what Congress is cooking up now. In reality, Congress has no idea what the effect of most of these bills is and what these regulations will do to Main Street America. But they keep voting on these things and passing them through with the idea that, well, we keep doing stuff, so it must be good at some point. Statistics have shown that only a small percentage of eligible homeowners are taking advantage of today's currently low rates. Why is that? One, we've had an incredible tightening of guidelines and also the spreading of a lot of fear throughout the mortgage industry. You know, a lot of the players on Wall Street that started the subprime scandal are gone. Things have been changed and people have been cleaned out. There's also a new RESPA Act that basically tried to clear up how buyers are notified about their loan costs. I don't think it really cleared anything up for anyone, but government bureaucrats feel that it did, so that's good. What Congress is doing now is reenacting more bills on top of things that have already been done by the federal government. As I said previously, it's proof that with the government, more is less. You know, we're talking about very strong, well-qualified borrowers struggling to get their loans approved. The current situation is so bad, loan underwriters are running scared. They feel that they can barely approve a loan or someone will come down on them for some reason or another. At a time when we need to have common sense guidelines and rules to help our housing market recover, we're going in the opposite direction. We're having more bills, more laws, more fear, and things shutting down. This is not going to be good for our economy. You know, we have the beginnings of a nascent recovery and some signs look good. But as I've said previously, without improvement in employment and in the housing market, this recovery is going to be short-lived. Recent events on Wall Street and in the bond markets are kind of proving that with the contagion in Europe, investors here are also scared about what's going on. The proper response should be common sense mortgage underwriting, not the ridiculous circus we have today and the tightening down of what's going on, throwing everything out the window in the hopes that perhaps we'll clean up something that happened 5 or 6 years ago and has already been resolved. The housing market is at a very particularly sensitive time. It's a sad note of modern life that financial and economic matters have become so incredibly complex. Given that, you would think that Congress would move very carefully before enacting these draconian laws. If you're concerned with what I'm talking about, take a look at Senate Bill 3217, the Financial Reform Bill. Contact your elected officials. It's not too late. Congress, that is, the Senate and the House of Representatives, have formed a committee to look at the different aspects of the bill. Some of it makes sense and some of it is purely ridiculous and will forever hamstring our housing market. If you think prohibition was ridiculous, take a look at what they're planning to do with your home. With that, I'm Elon Auerbach and this is Mortgage Watch for May 25th.